I still meet some people who believe erroneously that Islam perpetuates a culture of perfectionism. So if we as a community do not address the issue of perfectionism in the Muslim community, this can lead to people leaving Islam, being discouraged because we feel that if we make one mistake, it's going to be like Scar in The Lion King and all the hyenas are going to come and eat us. I'm Chaplain Adeel Zeb. Welcome to our series, WoRx. Today we're going to talk about the issue of being a perfectionist, and specifically a perfectionist Muslim. Prophet ﷺ said, were you not to commit sins, Allah would create more people who committed sins and would ask for forgiveness, and then Allah would forgive them. When I first learned about this hadith in the Islamic Institute, it was very relieving for me because I was someone who got into Islam very quickly, without a mentor, without a guide, and I was trying to be a perfect Muslim. It wasn't sustainable. And then I became atheist for a little bit. And then I came back to Islam, alhamdulillah. But it was a very complex time for me. And then I still meet some people who believe erroneously that Islam perpetuates a culture of perfectionism. And I want to debunk this idea today, inshallah. Number one, that the companions were perfect. The companions were the best generation, yes, but they were not perfect and they committed major sins. They had sex outside of marriage. They committed all types of sins and vices. It was not a rosy picture of perfect people. Now, they were people that reformed themselves. They got better with any tendencies of xenophobia or racism. They worked on themselves, but they were not perfect. Even the prophets of God are ma'soom. They do not commit major sins, according to the majority of the scholars and Ibn Taymiyyah, but they could commit minor sins. They could. For example, in Surah Taha, the 20th Surah, 121st to 122nd ayah, where Adam ate from the tree and then he repented for that. From the Mayo Clinic in Amy Charlin, we have this idea of failing forward. And it's very popular in business circles as well. That when you're failing, you're not actually failing, right? You're failing forward. You are making progress in your life, right? And as Muslims, you make progress. We sin, we ask God to forgive us, and we move forward and we become, inshallah, better Muslims. Dr. Amit Sood from the Mayo Clinic, he mentioned that there are some ways to loosen the grip of perfectionism. And he mentioned the story of his child, his 3-year-old, who got very sick, would make all kinds of mess in the home. And then the child got very sick. And then all of a sudden they began to, miss even like the smallest things like Cheetos on the carpet. And he developed a 3-tiered approach to loosening the grip of perfectionism. Number 1, things you strive to be perfect for, like your values, being honest and so forth. Things that are preferred, perfect, like eating healthy and working out. And things that are flexible, like the color of the tablecloth or how the pillows are arranged. So if we as a community do not address the issue of perfectionism in the Muslim community, this can lead to people leaving Islam, being discouraged because we feel that if we make one mistake, it's going to be like Scar in The Lion King and all the hyenas are going to come and eat us. What is expected from us in Islam is to strive for excellence, right? Strive for excellence and do your best. And have faith in Allah. Just chill and relax in that regard. But don't think that you have to become or be a perfect Muslim. It's not a zero-sum game, 100% or nothing. Do your best to follow Allah's guidelines and live a happy and healthy spiritual life. So I want to have a workshop in this session and ask you to pause the video and take out a sheet of paper and a pen or a pencil. Draw a pizza pie. So it's a circle with 4 slices, right? And each slice, you have a different category. Wealth, worship, health, and relationships. In each of these pies, I want you to practice some positive affirmation and write down one thing that you are doing that is positive, that you are doing well in each of these components, right? If you are reading Quran on a somewhat daily or regular basis, put that for your worship. If you are eating healthy at least once a week, put that on your health. If you are not spending crazy on Black Friday and Macy's Day sales, put that under wealth. And if you have anyone in your life that you have a positive relationship with and they can testify, put that name down. So of these 4, pick one of these components in your life that you're doing very well and level up. Upgrade it one level so that you can strive for excellence the way that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us to do. If you found this video valuable, hit that like button, and if you want more, check out our series, WoRx, 40 ways to reconnect with your own heart and the hearts of others. Thank you, take care, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.